Good morning, all of you. Let us start the third chapter, that is migration. Migration is a very common word you all have heard, the migrations of birds, animals, and also the human being. Migration is generally word used for the movement of a people from one place to another place. You take example, very nice example. You see, most of the people in the earlier days they live in the village, and the lifestyle was simple. Agriculture was a main occupation. But slowly and gradually, when the cities and towns were developed, the city and towns having the more facilities, like in the case, if you see, the electricity was there in the village, in the city side, electricity was there, the hospitals were there, the good education was there, the roads are there, and many other places were also there, which attract the people from the village side or the less developed region. It was attracted by the people. So if the people who are living in the village, if they want any medical facilities or they want a big hospitals, they have to go to city. So this was slowly and again when they move from village city, slowly and gradually what happens, they start living, residing in the city only. They left the village and they totally settle down in the cities. So it is known as a migration. Generally, it was a general habit of a people. The people migrate from one place to another place, or from the smaller area or less developed area to the developed area. One example I had given you of the village, the people move from village to city. Now you take example of Gorakhpur. The people from the village, they move to Gorakhpur for the better facilities of education, hospitals, the infrastructure, road and railways, better facilities are there compared to the village side. So they started living in the Gorakhpur. After some times, when they see the big cities, the metro cities like Delhi, Bombay, Kolkata, the major cities, developed cities, slowly and gradually they move towards this bigger city, from Gorakhpur to Delhi, of Gorakhpur to Bombay. They moved Bombay because in the Gorakhpur also the development was there, but the job opportunities are less. And also, if you see, from the Bombay to Gorakhpur, Mumbai is much more developed than the Gorakhpur. So slowly people will move to Mumbai, to bigger city, smaller city to bigger city, because in the bigger city more job opportunities are there, many schools are there, and many good hospitals are there, infrastructure was good. So the people start moving from small city to bigger city. Now not only here, it is not stopped here only in the Mumbai. Now the Mumbai, slowly they see the Mumbai, the London is much more developed than the Mumbai, or the USA is much more developed than the Mumbai. So the people start moving from Mumbai to other abroad, different other country. This term moving from one place to another place is known as a migration. I hope you have understood this term migration. For the better opportunity, for the better lifestyle, because of the better facilities, people always move from one place to another place, and that is only known as a migration. Now the migration occurs all over the world. If you see, the migration occurs in the India also, many places, like from the Myanmar, the people Rohingya, they moved from the Myanmar to India because of the better facilities. Similarly, the people from Nepal, they also migrated to India because India is much more developed than these countries. So the people migrate not only from one city to other city, also they migrate from one country to other country, and that is only known as a migration. Now let us see what is given in our chapter. The movement of a people from their home to another city, state or country for the job or shelter is known as a migration. For the job, naturally the people want a better job, more money, and also for the settlement, for the shelter. They move. That is known as a migration. Migration is a way to move from one place to another to live and work in the better surrounding. It is influenced by the social, cultural, economical, and political factor. For the better living conditions, like social, in the city side, the people are more educated, more understanding compared to the village. So the social security is more in the cities. Similarly, the cultural, in the village side, till now we having the caste system and the rich and the poor people having, but in the city all these things not happen. So the cultural and the economical also the city is more developed than the village. The people who move from one place to another in the search of work or shelter is called a migrants, and more especially immigrants. Migration or the shelter bit depending upon the historical setting, circumstances, and the perspectives. So, this is the people moving from one place to another place. Human migration initially, for whatever the reason, have affected to the grand echoes of the history, changing forever for the domestic and landscape of the land throughout the world, bringing on some occasion innovation, mutual benefits, and the other time destructions and the suffering. Now the people migrate from one place to another because of the two factors. First of all, as I told you, for the better living, and also sometimes also people forced to migrate from one place to another place, like in the case of war. If you remember, in the Syria, because of the war only, many people left that place and they started migrating to the European country. So because of this war, because of the civil war, because of any feminine, because of economic breakdown, all these things, because of this factor also people move from one place to another place. Once you revise this topic, I hope you have understood. Next topic will start next session, causes of migration. Thank you.